round, we have resume selection round, in which they have come with different teams like mobile team, DevOps, backend, QA team. Yeah, he talked about my projects. So he asked me about the app lifetime cycle, the app architecture, the technology I have used, why I have used this technology. I was given two puzzles, one after the another.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we have Akshu Gautam with us and he is currently placed in Kristal.AI. So in this video, he'll be telling the selection process and his interview experience of Kristal.AI. So make sure you watch the video till end, and in case you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. So now let's start this video with a brief introduction of Akshu.
Hi guys, hi Pankaj, thank you for having me here. So guys, I am Akshu Gautam. I am a pass out of VIT Velo in 2022 with having a bachelor's degree in information technology branch. Currently, I am placed at Kristal.AI as a front-end engineer in the mobile team.
Okay. So Akshu, can you tell in brief about Kristal.AI, what its business is about?
So basically, Kristal.AI is a digital wealth platform which makes investment easy for the people. So basically, we have an advisory algorithm which helps the new investors to make their portfolio according to their choices and calculated risks. So yeah,
Okay.
that's about Kristal.AI.
So now coming to selection process. So can you give an overview of selection process of Kristal.AI?
So Kristal.AI visited VIT Velo, and and in the first round we have resume selection round, in which they have come with different teams like mobile team, DevOps, backend, QA team. Yeah, so I opted for the mobile team. So after the resume round, we got the mail from the college that around 20 students are selected in different roles.
Okay.
So then the interview processes started after that email.
Okay. So how many interview rounds were there total?
So yeah, in total there were 3 rounds. 2 were technical and one I would say would be HR.
Okay. So now coming to interview process. So now can you tell in detail about your interview rounds? What kind of questions were asked in interview and what was the duration?
So I would be specific to the mobile team because I have opted for it. So the first interview would lasted around 30 to 40 minutes. So the interview came and first introduced about himself and told about the company and made me very comfortable. And then we started about my introduction and what projects I have done. Then the talk went on and we talked about my projects. So he asked me about the app lifetime cycle, the app architecture, the technology I have used, why I have used this technology, like which DBMS I have used, why I have used SQL or why I haven't used non-SQL. So yeah, these were the very basic questions around my project. And then we further talked about OOPS concept. So the questions were around OOPS concept, like 4 pillars of OOPS: data abstraction, encapsulation, static keyword, and data binding. So yeah, these were the questions around OOPS. Then in the end, I was given 2 puzzles, one after the another. So the first puzzle was how to measure 45 minutes using 2 identical wires, and the second the second puzzle was man in a well, I think. Yeah. So these are famous GFG puzzles. So after that, he asked me like if I want to ask anything or not. So I asked about company's tech stack, and then I asked about the work culture, and then then the interview went over. So yeah, this is how my first interview went, and then in half an hour I got the mail that I have been selected for the second round.
So now can you tell about the second interview round, second technical interview?
Yeah, so second technical interview, it was held on the same day. So yeah, it went around 45 minutes. So it started with the interviewer's introduction, and then he made me introduce myself, and the questions resolved around my resume.
Okay.
That what was my college journey, what I have learned in that, why I have opted for mobile app development, and I have done some projects in Flutter. So basically, he asked me why I have opted for Flutter, and because why I haven't used React Native, or why I haven't done projects in Android or iOS. So questions were revolving around these. Then they came to my project. I have made one project using an API which collects the data. So the questions then start revolving upon the API calls, the launch point, the endpoints, around the get method, all the responses.
Okay.
So then after that we have then two DSA questions were asked. So basically some functions were given, and what is the output, like he want me to explain the whole code, what I have suggested. So basically the main point of the DSA questions were to check my understanding of the code, and why I have written this and that. So yeah, the codes were simple. They were easy, medium level, but the main thing they were wanting to check is that can I that I am able to write the code, and that I have understanding of what I am writing according to my solution. So yeah, and then in the end he gave me two puzzles. First one was minimum cut, and second one was fastest three horses. Yeah, so this was my second interview.
Okay. So now what was the next round after this?
After this, I got a mail after an hour or one that I have been cleared the second round, and the last round was HR round.
Okay.
So in HR round, there was not much of technical. Basically, the ma'am asked me to introduce myself, want to know my journey in college, what I have learned, like what are my learnings in Corona period, in that we were in home, like what I have learned, what are the challenges that I have faced, my strength, weaknesses, and where do I see myself in 5 years. So these HR questions were there, and like how I am working from home, am I comfortable. So yeah, these were the questions, and the interview wrapped up around in 25 to 30 minutes.
Okay. So when did you get the final result? After how many days?
A day after, yeah. Next day, we got the result from VIT, from our college, that I have been selected for the internship along with two other students. So yeah.
So congratulations, Saksu, for getting placed in Kristal.AI, and all the best for the future. So
thank you, Pankaj.
So now can you give some tips and suggestions for someone who is preparing for Kristal.AI, or who have interviews scheduled for the Kristal.AI? What are the things they should keep in mind before the interview?
The first thing is that you should be thorough with your resume. What projects have you written, listed or written, and what technologies you have used, why you have used them. So you should be thorough with your resume, and you shouldn't fake anything, like list any of the projects that you haven't done by yourself.
Okay.
Second thing I would suggest is that you should have basic knowledge of DSA, coding knowledge, and plus you should have good knowledge of OOPS, DBMS, OS, API calls, and CS subjects.
Okay.
And third would be you should know like some of the system design concepts. Yeah.
Okay. So any tips regarding project? So what are the things that they should keep in mind regarding project? So what kind of questions can be
So
asked?
I think for me, I think mainly the project has been played a major part in my career till now, because I wasn't that good coder according to competitive programming. I was just a 3-star coder on CodeChef and even on Codeforces. So my projects played a major role for me. So like first, I think you should choose your field. Like I would make projects in web development, in blockchain. So yeah, so for me, I tried ML, AI, then web development, then blockchain. Then I came to mobile app development, and yeah, and then I learned some with the help of YouTube, and then Udemy. I've taken course from Udemy. Then I have learned, and first I have learned Android, then I have learned Flutter. So yeah, so my major projects were on with the tech stack Android and Flutter. So I would suggest that you should make at least 3 to 4 projects, and from that 3 to 4 projects, you should be listing that the best two which have maximum features and you have a good knowledge around.
Oh. So
Yeah.
thank you, Akshu, for coming and sharing your interview experience and selection process of Kristal.AI. I hope this video will be helpful to viewers. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Pankaj.